The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First carry now. This is Matthews. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Check. Regular.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside handoff, Matthews. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down now, Matthews. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Big time drive, let's go.
Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Matthews. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes
goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sanders' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Go, go, go. Hey, Wahoo. Look at me. Door. On the ball. 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike, 47. I'm coming.
2nd and 6. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Check. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
64, weak. Hey, orbit.
2nd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Here I come. Lights 57's right. Hey, go.
They'll set up to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
Leo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 4. Roberts got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready, break.
Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Blue draw, perfect. Hey, high 7.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Look, squeeze.
They'll run on first down. Hairston. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Mike 35.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 35. Mike 35. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Snap.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 17 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed him.
Super toe.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hurry, hurry.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 50. What's it? Alert, 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 alert. Safety's creeping. Hey, check 24. Check 20. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Hairston, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch, switch, switch.
6-6, pull it hard. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 5.
2nd and 9 now. Roberts has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Haywood.
35's the mic. Let's make these.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Out to Cole on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
35's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Let's go.
2nd and 3. It's caught by Bryant. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Got it.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
36, 36. Switch. Check.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run on first down. Hairston. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
61, matchbox lights.
35's the mic. I got you.
Bud.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Echo. Rock it. Yo, Jack, ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught by Roberts. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Ready. Send over. Hey, check. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield Screen pass, it's Matthews. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Set, 180!
56! Let's go, let's go!
Alert, 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 alert! Go, go!
Watch twins! Watch twins! Shoot, shoot, shoot!
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
He's checking crack!
49, check 49, check 49!
Watch this one!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Cincinnati.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Watch the twin. Watch the twin.
Regular, regular, regular! Hey, hurry! One touch!
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Run, run, run.
Whip, 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 whip.
Hey, alert 33!
Lucky, lucky.
Hurry, hurry! One touch!
Mayfield with it once more. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
There you go. Kill, 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 kill.
Up, up! One touch!
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 35.
Bravo!
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. line of scrimmage. Again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Check now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Check safety, check safety.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hairston, and this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A 1st down carry for Matthews. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Run.
Check.
Alert, 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 alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Cincinnati.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Kill. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert 3. Alert 3. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming up.
To throw, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Set. 180. We own it. We own it.
Say.
Regular. Hurry.
He's checking
Done.
On 2nd down, Matthews. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They're running it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 47. Stop your whining. 4-7's the Mike. 4-7's the Mike.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55.
They'll look to throw here. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Roberts got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Hey, Delta.
Stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Bryant has it. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Run. Hey, alert. Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Switch. Shift. Kill.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, Haywood!
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Set the tone, defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Out left side here to Bryant. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Now a give right side. Hairston. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Mike 35. Double dog. That's the way. 35's the mic. I got one.
Hey, Alpha. They go.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
35's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 26, check 26. X3, 218, chopper. It's a safety cream. Switch. Leo. Wide. You're out. Get wide. Yo, fast. Run to the ball.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Hey, lock it. Ready?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Switch. Run. Check. Under 10. King.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and it's third down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Watch the pass. Rush in. Pistol. He's got it. We got double up.
Point it right. Hurry.
Watch twins.
Mayfield to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mark 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Here we go. 56 to Mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back, back. I got you.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Hatch it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Bravo.
Switch it.
Hey, my God.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
At the 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch the ship.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
180.
Mike's 56.
Get that quarterback. Get out the corner.
6 down. Check 6 down. Check safety. Check 3.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check. Slip.
Hurry.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bengals, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.